So I know what it's like, you guys, when you feel like you don't have any money. There's all kinds of big things you want to do in this world, but you feel like you are stuck and you feel like you can't make any progress towards your dreams. So today I wanted to make a specific video just for you, which is all about how to make progress and go forward even when you don't have any money. So if that sounds good to you, then be sure to keep watching. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. I am a success mindset coach and a manifestation teacher, and this is my YouTube channel where I create 2 new videos every week all about the art of up-leveling your life, calling in your desires, and basically becoming your best self ever. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So I had this question come through recently and it really inspired me to make a video for you guys. So I first off want to just say at the beginning that I completely understand what this is like. I totally know what it's like to feel like you're broke, that you don't have any money, and therefore you can't do the things that you really want in life. So just to recap, the question that I'm answering today is how to make progress in life when you don't have any money. So this is a real problem. There's a lot of you out there right now that can probably relate to this. So I just want to say that I know that this is real. I know that not having money is a big deal. But I also want to give you hope for the future, and I want to remind you and kick your butt a little that the story that you are writing is the one that you are creating right now with your own words and with what you decide is or is not a problem. So I'm going to put the power back in your hands in this video and help you to get on the other side of this, because really that's all you need in order to move forward. So the first thing I want to say to kick off this video is just to acknowledge that yes, you might be right. Maybe you don't have any money. Maybe the number in your bank account is very low, or you are scraping by paycheck to paycheck or something like that. And that is, like I said, a very real situation. It is a very real problem. However, I just want to remind you guys that the way that you think about something is really everything. So if you decide that this problem is too big for you to get past, if you decide that having no money is too big of an obstacle for you to ever fix or ever deal with, then that's going to remain your story. So the first thing I want you guys to understand is that you have the power to get past this. You have the power to do something new. And I know that when you're tired and you're going to work every day and you're struggling, it can be difficult to remember that there is something else more and that you have the power to do something more with your life. But I just really want to tell you that first and foremost, that there is a way through. There is always a way through. You just need to get a little creative. You need to think outside of the box, and you need to keep showing up for yourself in your life in the best way possible, okay? So that's the first thing that I want you guys to understand. The second thing that I want you guys to understand is that every single story that you tell yourself about why you can't have something, every single excuse is really that. It's just a story. It is something that you are deciding to hold on to as an excuse. So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, there are all kinds of different people in the world, and there are all kinds of people from all kinds of different backgrounds, all kinds of socioeconomic classes. And some people, you know, are born into a certain system and they think that that's it. They were born poor, they're never going to understand money, they don't take any action to understand money, they don't take any action to get out of their situation, and therefore they stay the same way. There are also people that are born into a similar situation and decide that that isn't going to define them, that that is not going to limit them, and that they are going to continue to do what they want to do in this life anyways, and to continue to go for their financial goals. And I know that when I post stuff like this, people are like, well, not everyone can be a millionaire. And okay, maybe we can't all be millionaires, but I think we are sold this story of helplessness over and over and over again. And I think we have so much more room to help ourselves, and we forget exactly how powerful we are. We forget just how much change we, as one human being on this planet Earth, can elicit in this one lifetime. So I just want to remind you that saying that you don't have enough money to do something, or saying that you're too old to do something, or you don't have enough time to do something, or it's too hard, or too whatever, that is all just a limiting belief, okay? And a limiting belief is a belief that limits your possibility in the world. It is also a belief that you do not have to hold on to. So I want you to start questioning the story that you're telling yourself. If you're saying that I can't change my life because I don't have money now, why are you attached to that story? Why do you want to live in that reality? Why is that a good excuse for you? And it is totally okay to acknowledge something inside of you. Because many of us, we like to have these excuses. We like to have these stories because maybe we like feeling like the underdog, or we like feeling like, put upon in a certain way for whatever reason. Or maybe, we just came from a background that's all we know. So that's how we think we have to feel. But you don't have to feel that way, and you don't have to go through life that way. And you can leave that identity, that story, that belief behind you if you decide to. But that's the thing, you guys, you need to decide to, and you need to start stepping into the action of going to the other side. So the third thing that I just wanted to touch on in this question is to remind you that it really comes down to action. Beliefs are important, your thoughts and words are important, the story you tell about yourself is important, but really all those things are important because they make you feel a certain way. And when you feel a certain way, you act a certain way. And when you act a certain way, you create certain results. So right now in your life, when you're telling yourself this story of, I don't have any money, therefore I can't get what I want in life, I can't do the things I want in life, I can't change my life, you are telling yourself this story of helplessness. You are telling yourself this story of, there's a reason why I can't do it, so I'm not going to do it. And therefore you don't do it. You don't do it. You don't try to do it, because why would you try to do it when you're telling yourself it's not possible? So you've already created this system where it's going to be impossible for you to change. So again, like I said in the last one, you need to start changing those beliefs, changing your story. But more importantly than that, change your actions. So this is the part where I think people that maybe don't believe in mindset work can get caught up in. And they're like, oh, but if I just change the way I think about myself, nothing in my life is going to change. I would challenge you to work on a belief, work on changing that belief, and do it for 30 days and see how much your world changes. And if you can't do that, if you don't believe me, if you don't trust what I'm telling you in this video, then try to jump ahead and try to jump into the action phase. Like, the action phase will be way better if you have the belief backing it up. The action phase might not go so well if you don't have the belief backing you up, because you're probably not going to put your whole heart, effort, and energy into it. But you can still try taking a new action and seeing how that goes. Because at the end of the day, we are reaping the rewards of our actions. We are creating results in our life based on what we do. So if you want to create something new in your outside world, it's not about sitting around and waiting for, the boss to give you a raise, or for a new job to come your way, or for something else to happen in your life. It is about you creating new results, you becoming this new person, you going through life in a whole new way. So ask yourself that. How can you start showing up for your life in a new way? And this is the part where you can get a little bit creative, because I know when people are thinking about money, they tend to just think about their job. They tend to just think about, like, what can I do at my job that's different? But you can literally pick any part of your life and make one little change. And eventually that one little change will create a ripple effect and can change all kinds of things, which is why I'm a really big fan of using interior design as a tool for manifestation. Because when you change your environment, when you take control of that environment, you take personal responsibility for that environment, you take that same attitude into everything else in your world, and you start to create changes on a bigger scale in all the areas of your life. So the same thing applies. If you are feeling like you don't have any money, you can't do anything to change your life, I would challenge you to pick something that maybe doesn't seem to have anything to do with your goals. Pick something like going to work out in the morning. Pick something like journaling in the morning, meditating in the morning, changing your diet, cleaning up your room, making your bed every morning. There's all kinds of small little things that you can do in your daily routine that maybe on the surface you wouldn't think are a big deal, but over time they can add up and make you take more responsibility for your life, make you act differently in your life, make you look for new opportunities in your life, and then that's when your life starts to change. So really, when it comes down to changing a life, it is all about beliefs, it is all about worthiness, and it's all about actions. So I advise you guys to take those 3 things into consideration. Go out there and see what you can start doing differently, because one thing is true: no matter what you want in life and no matter where you're at in life, If you want something new to come into your life, you have to start doing something differently, and that is entirely up to you. It's not about sitting around and wishing and waiting for something to happen. You can take action right now. So I challenge you to go out there and do it. So what did you guys think? I really hope that you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to put this one together. And I'd just like to thank you guys so much for being here. If you liked this video, then do me a favor, give it a like. If you want to know more about me, then come on over to my website. I have a free Magical AF audio download for you guys over there if you sign up for updates. It's like a free little private podcast just for my Magic Circle members, and it's a really cool thing to help you get hyped up. So come on over, sign up for updates, and I will send you that right away. If you want to keep hanging out here with me, you can hit this button right here and watch my most recent video there. And if you are really wanting to hang out with me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, which is right here, because I'd really love to have you along as part of my beautiful little shiny YouTube community. Thank you again so much for being here. I'll be back here in the next one. So until then, I'm wishing you an amazing week. And as always, just remember, get ready for the miracle. See you guys.